And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Golden State Warriors. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against San Antonio, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
Now Golden State's starting 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Payton is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, in at forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Keontae George. And it's Kessler in at the center position. All right, Brent, a fresh season of NBA basketball. How excited are you?
Oh, man, Kevin, on a scale of 1 to 10, can I go 20? I mean, we've been waiting for these games to start for months. The offseason seems endless, and there's always drama about player movement, who's going where, and expectation, but nothing better than getting that ball thrown up, and let's see these guys go at it. For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Now here's Curry, coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Collins, up and in on the layup.
He could be an effective slasher. Collins familiar with finishing through defenders.
Outside Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Payton. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. George passes to Clarkson.
Clarkson likes to play with a lot of speed. He attracts the attention of the defense, and that's where he's getting the whistle.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night.
Jordan Clarkson taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. That free throw missing.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Colin Sexton comes in for John Collins. And it's Collier in for George. And the second free throw, good. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Butler up top. He's guarded by Markkanen. Shots good by Butler.
That is a tough 2 right there for Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Clarkson outside. Over Kuminga. Gets the front of the rim and out. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Warriors ahead. They're up by 4. From Delta Center, back in a moment. if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
The Jazz on offense, trailing by 4. We've got Collier. Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. Then there's Sexton. And it sends the ball in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Johns, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Jazz.
It's not talked about a lot, but Steph is fast. So whether he's firing or passing, the defense is pretty much on their heels, especially in the screen and roll.
Pass to Markkanen. There's a good screen. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Curry kicks to Hield. There's 38 seconds left in the first half.
And credit Buddy on that play, the correct read, setting up his teammate.
Jazz trail by 7. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Trayce Jackson-Davis. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Gary Payton is checked in for Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Markkanen against Payton. Markkanen passes to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Well, Clarkson can get inside. He's athletic to do that, and then needs the touch in that area. Showed it off there.
Here's Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
That free throw good from Butler. And so he hits both. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Clarkson up top. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Warriors lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and they've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for Golden State.
Everything they touch on the offensive end right now is turning to goal. It makes life easy when most of your play calls are working.
Yeah, they came in with the right approach, and the execution, spectacular. All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Well, looking at the Warriors, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup. Played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Payton, and it's Green in at the 5. 6 to shoot. Clarkson outside. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night.
You want players to remain calm under pressure. Jordan Clarkson looking very comfortable despite being in a very tough spot.
Now, here's Payton. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back. For 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Butler with the steal. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Sure, and he lays it straight in.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Payton outside. Back to Curry from downtown. Rebounded by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 7. Outside, George. Back to Clarkson. Kessler setting the pick for Clarkson. Shoots over Podziemski. And Utah again with the bucket.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. Sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. And it's George in at the point guard. That's the group right now for Utah. Now, here's George. After the miss from Stephen Curry. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Warriors leading by 5. Curry looking it over. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Steph with a great job there of finding the seam and just attacking the paint, trying to get as deep as possible. And he gets a little bit physical with him, but will pay off in free throw.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Into Utah Jazz Mike Squad. Crank up the volume, fans. Step out, fans. On the court is your Mike Squad. Crowded fans get free t-shirts.
From our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, listen in with Will Hardy and his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Utah has possession. 7-point differential. Clarkson outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
And it goes on Draymond Green.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that turns the lead to 6.
The team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
George against Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
Well, not just from deep. Steph Curry, one of the best guard finishers around the rim.
Lobbed up there for Collins and stolen by Butler. A 3-ball. Curry can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Markkanen dishes to George. Here's Podziemski. Now here's Butler. Back to Podziemski. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And now a 10-point Warrior lead.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Bucket is good.
Down for 2.
24 seconds left in the game. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Outside Butler. On the wing, Payton. Rebounded by the Jazz. So we see the Warriors get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Draymond, one of the cliches of basketball is that the ball finds energy. When teammates are making shots, does that give you more energy?
Oh, yeah, it does. You know, when we're in the flow, the ball's just moving around. It allows me to play make, and, you know, then I just try to find an open gap and take the shots where they are.
Man, it was really flowing tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.